Okay, so as I said, you have your name, professor, date, class, date, and annotated bibliography as your title, just like you would format any other essay. Now the next step, like I said first, is to give the MLA citation. So in this case, if we're using the same one we've been using, Lee, comma, Michael, that's the made-up citation that I've been using for my other videos. So I didn't write this, I'm just saying this is an example. Then you have the title of the book. I think we just called it Abortion, right? In italics, because that is the title. After that, excuse me, you have the city of the publisher, a colon, the publisher, period, year, period, medium. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be giving you the example, not just writing those out. So, the city of publisher, we said was St. Louis, so it'll be St. Louis, Missouri, colon, Sage Publishing, period, 2015 is when it was published, period, and then the print, it was a print book. So there's your citation. Now if you look back at the guidelines for writing Project 2, the next thing you're going to need is a summary. And what that means is that here, after you've written the next part, after you've written the citation, the next part of this is going to be a summary. So over here you just write summary, a colon, and then you go on to summarize what is this article really about. Is it about abortion? Well, obviously it's called abortion, so it must be. What does Lee talk about in abortion, though? From how we used it before, when I was giving the examples, we said that in this book, Lee on page 5 said abortion was the killing of babies. So we kind of used it as a definition. So you can kind of say, you know, Lee, in this book, Lee outlines the definition of abortion and goes on to give examples to help people understand what abortion really is. That's your summary, okay? Now notice in here, your summary, let's see, is followed by the quote burger and then the personal commentary. So the quote burger, select the most interesting quotes, examples, or other evidence from the source that you plan to include in your essay and create quote burgers for each one of them. What that's really talking about when it says quote burgers is basically, you'll write quote burgers or burger. And what I'm asking for there is what are you taking out of this source exactly? Are you taking out the information, the definition? What are you taking out, and explain it to me? Let's see, taken from this text, a definition for abortion will be used in order to support my claim. Great, good for you. That is your quote burger. You tell me exactly what you're taking out. Now you can be more specific. Instead of telling me that you're going to take out the definition, you can write the definition, or you can say I'm going to paraphrase, you know, this whole chapter, or basically just tell me what you're taking. And I'm not going to ding you. I just want to know what it is you're taking. After you've done that, the next part of this is called the personal commentary. It'll go down here. I just don't have enough room. In the personal commentary, what you're doing is this is the most important part, because this is for you to be able to go back and say, why am I using that source? What was it all about? Oh yeah, this is what I was going to do with it. So the personal commentary, as you can see here, note how this material fits into your thinking about the topic. So basically, how are you going to fit it into your essay? This definition will be used to outline the negative impact of abortion. My paper will then use this negative impact to show that abortion is bad. Sure. The most important part is going to be this personal commentary, like I said, because when you come back to this, the whole purpose of an annotated bibliography is so that you can have these summaries of the articles so that you can look back at it instantly and say, Leo, what did he say again? Oh yeah, right here in the summary. That's what he said. Well, how was I going to use that? Oh yeah, the personal commentary. That's how I was going to use it. So that is what the purpose of the annotated bibliography for. Not for me to see if you've read it or not. It's for you to be able to come back to this and say, why did I use that? And so whenever you start to work on your synthesis essay or your argumentative essay or any other essay with the same topic, you can say, okay, I have this source that I used back in my second writing project. I wonder if I can use it in my fourth writing project. And then you come back, and instead of having to read the entire article again, now you can just look at your annotated bibliography and say, yeah, I think this will fit. Or no, based on what I wrote here, I don't think that's really going to work for me. So that's what I'm talking about whenever I asked you to turn in your works cited page. For the quote burgers, that is. Now notice I also asked you to turn in the works cited page on the same date. The reason I say these are pretty much the same document is because whenever you turn in your essay, all you're going to do is take out the citations and put them all on a single page, and that'll be your works cited page.